can see every day. You can come here every day of the year and come and see the stuff. And people are putting money in the stock market instead where they don't know exactly what's going on. You can see it changes. You can see how your money growing here. Right. Okay? I mean, 10 years ago, you don't want to be a kid in Eglinton. You don't want to be there. Today, you can actually open a business here. I remember a guy had an older Jamaican fellow, was in this country for a very long time. He had a 4-unit property right at the corner here. He wanted $280,000 for it. And he was begging people to buy it from him. Okay, and nobody was 12, 13. Nobody wanted to buy it. Okay, he had a storefront and 4 apartments upstairs, $280,000. Okay, and the owners, not the owners, the renters who had restaurants would not buy that property. They figure it's something wrong if he's trying to sell it. right here. Look at this place now. Okay, it's changing. This is Jane and Eglinton. You see lots of properties in this area here. Good pricing for sale. If you guys remember, inside of the classroom, I showed you a property that was in the market that was sold for $310,000. It was 3 2-bedroom units, just like the one we just came from, right down the street here. 310. $310,000 is sold for. I show you it right down the street here, right up here. It was a pop-up sale. When a triplex or investment property goes on power sales because of bad management by the owners, most likely they have some bad habit. They're not taking care of the property very well, or they're doing something. But the property was in good condition, but it was a power sale. I think it should be coming up on your right-hand side here. And an investor bought it I'm talking about 2 years ago. I think it was a semi-detached property. All this area here again changing. These are areas that you don't want to be in years ago. Today you can buy properties here and make money. And this is when you have people sitting saying, well, there's a bad area, there's a good area, that's a bad area. Buy here, don't buy here. I say buy where you can afford, because there's good people in bad neighborhoods. You can choose as a landlord who you rent to. More important, as a landlord, you can change the demographic for a local area. It's by steering or controlling who you rent to. And all of a sudden you start attracting the right kind of people in the local area, and the bad ones automatically move. But they need community to survive in bad neighborhoods. So if you eliminate the community, automatically the neighborhood's going to change over time.
You're already living here?
It's cosmetic.
I know. Oh, how you doing, Vanessa? That's an apartment downstairs. They just finished up our one.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing it, Kevin.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
I'm Herbert.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
I take care of
Hey, Frank.
Hey, how you doing?
Surviving.
Excellent. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes.
So what that means is it's not like a 5-level box.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Corbin. Hi. How are you? You made it. I know. It's good to see you.
It's actually 3 units with separate high.
Where are the meters for the keep it?
You'll see the meters on the side.
On the side.
Yeah.
Hey, Colin.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah, good size windows.
Very spacious.
Very clean. Newly painted. Yeah, it's very high.
This is a very big triplex.
Nice size rooms.
These are big rooms.
Yeah.
You probably get $1,100-$1,200 a month for this.
Yeah. I'm not concerned. The price is pretty high. $789.
Yes, $789 for this property. It's a triplex. And that's some of the stuff we talk about. You put a couple $100,000 more, you get $1 million property with 10, 12 units. Big living room, living dining combo. What do I have going on here?
I got the
3 or 4 hydro meters. So there's three hydro meters for each apartment and 1 for the landlord for common elements, so the hallway and outside lights.
Is the door open for that?
Yep, we got the door.
So it's just
There's like a crawl space.
storage.
That's to turn off that's the main, shine over the light there.
Okay.
That's the main water shut off. Looks like.
Remember, always bring your flashlights. Just in case when it gets dark, in those little crawl spaces, you want to ensure you have a flashlight.
Especially under the sink with the plumbing.
Yeah. So we're going to go check out the second unit.
So it's 2 bedrooms in the basement. And these ones are 3 bedrooms. So 3 bedrooms maybe 1,500 and the 2 bedroom maybe 1,100. But we're gonna ask, we'll ask the agent for exactly the income. If you really want to know. But because they're charging, 1,500 doesn't mean you can't charge more.
How much do you think we get for one of these? I just noticed this is tile throughout.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love it. Low maintenance.
Yeah.
They can still whatever they want. Go crazy. We think a 3 bedroom up there, 1,500.
Big tile.
So you buy this property?
Love this property. It's very good.
Very good.
Very nice and not much to do here at all.
Nothing to do. Just move in and live. Put up your pictures on the wall, and you rent out 2 units. And you live in one, rent out the other 2.
This should catch approximately 500.
No, you should get more than that for this. You should get these with taxes. That's cheap. For this size of this property, that's cheap.
Probably like this, right? We don't look at cash. But if the cash flows, right? How does can we put it under our corporation? Because I've been talking to different mortgage brokers and they're saying, well, it's really difficult to get mortgages transferred to a corporation. I mean, initially, I know in the past, I'm not sure you could get a signed name and then at the end of the day, like assign it.
Assign it to your
Does that still happen?
Yeah. I've added a couple contracts with the right to assign, so you have an assignment clause.
Yeah.
So you tie it up under your name,
Yeah.
and you have a right to assign it before closing. So whether you want to assign it in your name, your wife's name, or a corporation.
Yeah, but then you have the right to some corporations, like aren't they held to about 30-35% down payments? Like, so I'm just trying to figure out.
Not really, no. Corporations buy properties with 20% down all day long. I think the CMHC is the big deal. You want to avoid the CMHC.
So would it be something where you would go with?
I would do at least 20% down because the CMHC is about 3%.
3%, okay.
So you don't want to bite into your cash flow by paying
Okay,
CMHC, which you're never going to recoup.
okay,
So it's gone.
yeah, okay.
I like it for this is probably one of the nicest 3plexes you're gonna see.
I know.
Yeah, I think so. It doesn't get better than this.
No, I don't think so. Upstairs has an ensuite. Let's go check that out.
Nice.
You have it? Okay.
If your apartment's going around here for $2,700, then yeah, the price would be
No carpet anywhere. Love it.
But I'll get the cash flow in. Just looking at it, it's a high price. But it's nice. You should change that kitchen. Wait till you see the bathroom. You see the bathroom?
Ensuite.
Check out the ensuite bathroom.
Really? What? So this is rare, guys. Most people are gonna go into a triplex and see this. This is actually really nice. This is really nice. Look at this. Calculating. So where's the ensuite area? There's the ensuite zone here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Got ensuite bathroom.
Was this hot water return?
Justin, you're moving in here?
Oh yeah, I love the pink.
Look at me there.
I love the pink tile.
Yes, so 2 3-bedroom units and 1 2-bedroom unit. I think the basement was a 2-bedroom.
Yes.
Right. So we got 2 3-bedroom units and 1 2-bedroom unit. This could be a great.
For this area? Look at some areas like I was reading on some condos.
Income. Yeah, we're guessing 3 bedrooms, maybe 15 to
I don't
1800,
know this area.
and maybe the 2-bedroom
From what I've been
13
around,
to
for
15.
this size.
So if you do the math, you're probably around 5,500 maybe income. But we could verify that.
It's got the,
Any comments?
well, this is the one that we usually want to know is how much would this go for? So I'm thinking around maybe 1,800 to $2,100 rent, just based on the area. But of course, every property, the numbers have to make sense. You want to make sure you do your due diligence. What's been in a 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer radius of rent? You go on view.ca and you can see what rentals has been going on for at that rate. Gives you an idea what you could rent this place for.
Yeah. This location is ideal. We have a subway stop right there off of Lawrence, and then we also have another proposed subway line at the end of Marley, which is going to be an Eglinton line. So now, you know, this location is going to be, if things go through as planned, and hopefully they will,
It will.
then we're going to have a subway line at the end of Marley, along Eglinton going into Terminal 3, and then we have another subway line there. So, for tenants, it's fantastic.
Very nice, very spacious, really
Clean.
very new, clean. Tile throughout, that's great. For a rental property, you don't have to worry about changing carpet, that sort of thing.
Yeah, allergies, dust, all that kind of stuff.
My concern would be, what kind of heat system is that?
Heating system, well, that's going to be electrical,
Is that
right?
electrical? That's the problem.
No, actually, that looks like it's water.
No, this is the water one.
Yeah, so no, it's good.
If it's water, it'll be the best heating system ever.
Yeah, it is water.
Yeah, here's plumbing right
Here's
here.
plumbing right here, it's water. So Frank, why don't you tell them why you like the water heater over the electrical?
Well, over electrical, even over gas.
Over gas.
This is not over gas, over force here. This hot water radiator system is still the #1 efficiency for heating a house, and it's built since in the 50s. It's better than most high energy efficiency furnace. It's better than force here, the one that comes to the vent. Okay, this is. Sorry?
Do they still install these in houses?
No.
No, that's not. But when you're looking at properties that have this, you know that it's most efficient, even better than these energy efficient avenues. Because water.
It costs you nickel and the dimes to hot this whole place in the winter time.
And
Okay.
for allergens too, it's the best in terms of
Yes.
health.
No dust coming through, no ducts to clean, none of that stuff. Right. The only problem is good air circulation and there's no AC. Right. Those are 2 drawbacks. And you only have 2 weeks of summer in Canada anyways, right?
2 months tops.
So you're good to go. Good.
So by law, you can't even request to put water in?
Well, so when you're looking at these units, they're already built, right?
I know,
So
but I mean, if you want to install one.
it would cost you a lot to take out, say, forced air and try to put.
Yeah, because the whole system.
It's a whole plumbing system. that you
Yes.
have to put
It
in.
goes right to the house, to the walls, everything. So it's very expensive to remove. Yeah. They're probably not even worth it.
Maintain the system?
And maintenance free. Free to do.
Zero maintenance.
Zero maintenance.
Basically how this works is hot water flows
Well, maybe
from the hot water.
that's how it is.
So it's just hot water, right? No forced air, no duct system. It's just a hot water radiating heat from the radiator. So no allergens, no dust. You know when you clean your duct system, because the dust flows through, you have babies, you have allergens.
No, there's no AC.
Worry
So
about that.
one of the things is you can put one of those ACs in the door. Looks like all new windows too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can also install, there's some AC system you can install where the condenser goes on the balcony here
Yeah.
and it runs right down. And each unit can have one of those. Or you can have a big one that comes through the whole building. You can have that. And you tap it into the electrical system
There's a lot.
if you want to install that. But that doesn't give you more money from the tenants on a monthly basis. So you better off just let them put their own stuff through the window. It's more cost effective that way. And you take it from there. Yeah. All right, folks.
Any other questions? So So who's gonna buy it?
You gotta cash flow. No one cash flow this, I guess, right?
This actually, from an owner's perspective, this is actually a very good property to buy, live upstairs here, and rent 2 floors. You probably live here for the rest of your life, paying little or no money out your pocket to live here, if you buy this property. If you buy it as an owner's residence, it's $707,000 for this property. You might even get a 5 or 10% down if you buy this residential property. It's 3 units, it won't be a big deal to qualify. So if you, this is a big place. You can, a husband, a wife, and 2 kids can live here very comfortable. This is your living, dining right here. Very, very good. You still have your backyard, you have everything, and you have 2 units. Downstairs alone, you're gonna pay at least more than half your mortgage. You get at least $1,500 to $1,700 a month from the main floor. The basement and cover your taxes and all the expenses. You probably live here rent free. Understand that? So living rent free, this is a good place to live in rent free. So 10% is 70 grand, 5% $35,000, and you never have to pay a single nickel out your pocket again for the rest of your life. That's the power of real estate.
And your kids' life.
And your kids' life. This one property here,
Hand it down.
if this property is 800,000 now, 40 years from now, this is actually a $3-4 million property. Easily, okay?
How much years?
30, 40 years from now. Most of you guys still gonna be young 40 years from now. Despite what you think, you're gonna be young 40 years from now. Okay?
Generational wealth, so don't worry about yourself, but the kids
Right.
moving on, right? You think about if your parents came back in Toronto, bought anything along the Lakeshore Avenue when they got here, how much would it be right now?
Today.
Right? So you're thinking about not that yourself, your future is, right?
But they weren't thinking of you. They were thinking all those basement parties you were going to. So they weren't thinking of buying properties. This is all they used to go back then is go to basement parties on the weekend. That's all they ever done.
Finish basement.
Yeah, finish basement parties. Okay. So a friend of mine, parents bought a property in Eglinton, 12 or 13 unit for $285,000 in the 80s. It's a $1.5 million property today. Okay. It's paid for, no mortgage, nothing. Okay. That's cash every single month. In your kids' pocket, their pocket, just keep coming every single time.
It's not get rich scheme, right? It's a longevity. So,
Right.
but at the end of the day, you know, you negotiate this down low from, you wouldn't pay $789 for this, right?
Right.
But you gotta, like I said, do the analysis, the cash flow analysis, see what the numbers have to make sense. So do your due diligence, see what, go on view.ca, you see what the rent is going on here. Then you, when you find out how much rent can go in here, you will decide how much your asking price is going to be, all right? Once you know your asking price, you know what your limit is. From a cash flow perspective, you want to ensure you get at least anywhere from $1,000 for this property, $1,000 at least a month. If you can't get $1,000 a month from here based on your asking price, you go on to the next property. Does not make sense, all right?
Yep.
So that's the other thing. Today's is more seeing what kind of properties are out there. Let's see what they're doing things, right? This is a really good triplex. We've seen a lot of different ones, and this is very clean.
This
So
is it.
sometimes it might be the asking prices. It might be a lot, but you're not going to see anything else like this. So this would appraise a lot quicker than something that you have to go fix up. You don't have to fix up anything in this place. There are going to be properties you're going to see today. You're going to see it's going to cost $20,000, $30,000 to fix up. This means nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, right?
This is a fully turnkey operation. You move in and start renting right away. That's it.
That's the one thing you always look when you're in the property. How much do I gotta invest of some money? Right here is turnkey. So for me, if it's turnkey, I'm willing to pay a little bit extra because I don't have to put anything in here. Right? But if it's not turnkey, that's where you're like, okay, well, that window needs to be fixed, that furnace needs to be fixed, and we kind of go down that way.
Yeah, the benefit of that turnkey also is you're not paying it up front because it's going to be tied into a 30-year mortgage, so you're going to be paying that over the long term.
Plus, it's not even you paying for
It's
it.
not even you paying for it. Exactly, the tenants are paying for the turnkey. Whereas if you find something that requires work, you're out of pocket personally initially. You can't put it into a mortgage and sink it over 30 years. So that's another advantage of having a turnkey.
So then we said 5-10% down. You know, here we make sure how to get most of, if not all that back. You know, taking out real estate agents' money, mortgage money, how to do credits and that sort of thing, right? In this place, I'm trying to make up some stuff. But that fridge is going to be that cabinet, that bathroom needs to be
If you're personally buying personally, right? If you're buying
If there's mold in here, I wish I could get a mold like you need $10,000 to think of it.
So you can put down that.
So there's different strategies on how to get the seller to give you money to fix up the place. Let me show you that as well. All right, Colin, what we're going to do next?
All right, so everyone's favorite. Lotherton Pathway. The $100,000. That's where we're going next. I found the vacant one to accommodate everybody. Hopefully you guys can all fit in the 3-bedroom. We should be good. So 50 Lotherton.
50 Lotterton. you guys are like this, it's 134. Oh, who's buying now?
You can buy 7 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Put 7 units instead of
Exactly.
you buy 7 of them or buy this.
Lockbox. Probably inside the staircase. On the staircase.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it's not down here.
Grab it!
This is gonna be a dream home, Kevin.
Yes.
Or a home away from your dreams.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lease option right here.
Absolutely.
So this property is 134, so you can even put that number a little bit lower, right? So 40 grand. That, just to give you an idea from a lease option, when someone comes to you and they have bad credit, okay, how much you make on, you times that number by 3.5. And one or two things you can do, you can try to find them something that is in the property that's in that area, or you get them an agent like this, and you say, okay, listen, you give that agent that you can afford something, say, use this number 175, find properties for them to view to see for 175, find the one that you like, and then you can kind of run the numbers and see if that makes sense. Never pick a house for someone that wants to do a lease option, because they won't take care of it. Someone comes here and they like it, they'll take care of it, they want to own it, right? So you always want to put the power into their hands. 3.5.
This is also easy to rent because it's location.
Oh, yeah.
You put an ad in the market, it's gone immediately. Okay, it goes very fast. It's good location. If the apartment is nice, they rent. They have no problem renting it. A person can be working in a factory and can afford this.
Yes.
Okay, a person come to this country, brand new immigrant, they might save up the first $4,000 or $5,000. That's a good down payment to buy this property. Okay, $5,000 is 5% of 100 or whatever it comes out to be. Okay, they can give you extra $2,000, $3,000. You can buy this stuff on a credit card, for Christ's sake. I mean, if I have a credit card of 10 grand, I can give you $7,000 to lease option this from you. It's a deal. Okay, 3-4 years from now, my credit's good. We buy it, and that's it. That's how simple it is. Okay, it's a very good start home. The average person can afford this. Sorry.
You have a question?
So it's a good start home. The average person can afford this, and they can get in right away. Bang, no questions asked. Okay, you just need to see when you cash flow it, what it looks like on paper.
Yeah.
Okay. And with a low interest rate, you might even get positive cash flow on this deal, on this property, because the good thing here is the maintenance fee is low.
Yeah.
434.
That's
It's
pretty
very,
good
very
for
low.
old buildings.
Yeah.
Good.
Very, very
Did anyone
low.
take note of the taxes?
Yes.
Yes,
Taxes almost non-existent.
$807.
Right.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah.
that's right. That's the amount of money Kevin spent on wine monthly.
That's his gas budget.
Exactly.
But with this kind of property, you're not gonna buy it.
No, you're not gonna live in it.
No, you're not gonna buy it first, right? For example, like let's say if I was to buy it right now, I want to lease option it. My strategy is like I'm gonna try and buy time, and I say, okay, you know what, 60, 90 day, I mean maybe a 30 or 60 day
Closing?
to give me time to see if I can find. Or do you recommend getting the clients? Like right now, I'm trying to build a database. Build a database first, then bring people to properties like this.
That's probably the better
That's
approach.
the better.
Well, you can do both options.
Well, this
No,
guy-
when you cash flow this property, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see cash flow in this property.
Yeah.
So my thing would be, if I don't find a lease option tenant, I really don't care. I can still rent it out and make a couple $100 every month.
But if you rent it out, the thing is 2-3 years from now, this property isn't really gonna appreciate, right? It's like 120 something now, right? It's not. These properties really don't really appreciate in like 2-3 years. Like
Not true. It's not true. 10 years ago, we buying these condos for $45,000, $55,000 each,
But
3
if you
bedrooms.
look at the
And look at it today. Look
last
at it today.
3-year trend, right? They haven't really appreciated that much in price. In the last
Most places in Toronto haven't appreciated in the last 3 years. Only certain key locations appreciating ridiculously, like downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
If you look at properties, Keele and Shepherd, they haven't appreciated much in the last 2-3 years.
But as an investor, like I'm thinking that I want money, right? So
Right.
the best thing for me would be a lease option as opposed to renting it, because 3 years from now with a lease option, I'm thinking I'm going to see more money than I would just renting it.
Oh yeah, but what he's saying is you can't find someone.
If you
who's
can't find,
Then,
You
then,
can
then
rent.
it's an option.
And
Yeah,
right.
fine.
Like I was telling the guys in my car, is like when you come to a property, you have a strategy of lease option, but you can there's multiple strategies you can have for one property,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it's always good to have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
But yeah, your first thing for sure,
Yeah.
you want a lease option.
Correct.
yes, you make at this price.
With that lease option idea, what Kevin was saying is
Yeah.
you have someone in that price range,
Yeah.
you bring them in, get them emotionally attached to the property,
Yeah.
where they already psychologically see themselves here.
Yeah.
The deal goes smooth.
And you want 4 or 5 people, bring them all at the same
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Because people always want
Create
something
a
that someone else
frenzy.
wants. Hey, taking this because so-and-so over there, he say he's ready.
Yeah.
Listen, the condition of this property, you have no problem finding someone. It's clean. The
Yeah.
building is pretty decent. The apartment is clean. When I would stages, I put furnitures in here. I put your nice office thing there.
Yeah.
You have a nice office set here. I put living room and dining room stuff here. Nice beds inside here, and I will stage it.
Yeah.
You come in here, you guarantee the sign. Guarantee. The colors, what people like. This yellow color, they love this stuff on the walls.
Yeah. The yellow.
Okay, my only thing would be that living room, the floor. I'm not. That's not getting my attention. The first thing coming in, but once I come at the back here, I'm in love with this property. Who say no to this? As a first property,
First
your
property.
bad credit or little or no money as your first property. Who say no to this? No one.
Staging is a great idea.
Staging,
because
absolutely.
You could get new people who are just started the business would stage this place for $500.
Oh, that's even too much. Some will even pay $250.
Constantly do it for free.
I'll just point out stuff and you do the painting.
Put a picture here.
Go
Put a
back to
picture
the
here.
other property and take the paint can down there.
There you go. So you can't go wrong. This is an option. The good thing with Toronto, as mentioned to you guys, you can buy a property in Toronto from 40,000 to 40 million. Okay? There's lots of properties. You don't need to go Florida to buy cheap properties. Lots right here.
Yeah.
Okay? And but you choose what you want. Of course, you pay for what you get.
Yeah.
Right? This one is not too bad. A condo for 40,000. You're getting pets coming with it. Your own pets. You can give them their own private names too. Here's Rover and whatever you want to do.
What
Okay.
money to name?
Right? And if you get like roots and stuff inside here, it's easy to get rid of. These guys have this new the gel that they use. That stuff is like magic. They put it in here, you never see another one again. It goes. Costs you less than $50, or if those guys are coming and put gel in your cupboard space and all that kind of stuff, they seal off your door and they don't come back anymore. So you're good to go. So who's buying this?
I am.
Is there any more in this building? For
That
sale?
are vacant?
No, not
Oh,
vacant, not for
yes,
sale.
yes.
How many more?
One or two.
One or two.
That are three bedrooms.
The 3 bedrooms. So would
Two bedroom, I didn't see.
No, you don't want to do the 2 bedrooms. Stick to the 3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms?
Yes.
Okay.
3 bedroom is the magic number for apartments if you're buying them.
Okay.
Right, at these price range.
That way, at least, you're attracting families,
Small
like people with
families,
kids, small
Right.
families, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah.
And you just go on view.ca, you'll find out what the rent's.
Yeah.
You'll go in here, cash flow it, see the cash
Oh,
flow.
but if you're lease optioning it, right, if it's renting for 1,100, I'm gonna rent it.
Oh,
a little
actually,
bit higher.
13, 1400.
Would you recommend a rent credit, like as a perk, even if it's
No, not at this price range. Rent credit is an incentive only for people who knows about lease option. If you don't know it, I don't give it to you.
Okay.
So you don't give up money unless they ask. Right?
But then it's a way of helping them build their.
At the 134,000, why you want to have them?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
that's
134,000?
Yeah,
They
I
that's
mean,
true. That's true. Because
every time
they're gonna give a down payment
Yeah.
anyway, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so they would probably just need a couple of thousand, 3 or 4 more thousand, maybe just to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at 400,000, you might need some assistance.
Yeah.
Or 350, 360,
If
but
they need
100,000.
assistance at this price range, you need
Yeah.
to find
Yeah.
someone else.
You know what?
So-
At 3 years ago, we can extend this, or find someone else. Keep cashing it.
Listen, I can't go wrong with this, man. Because if you decide you don't want to close the deal, I just find a tenant to put it in the property. It's very easy. Listen, the condition of this apartment right now, if I put an ad in Kijiji Craigslist right now, okay, I have like probably 10 calls before this evening, and before the end of this weekend, I have about 2 or 3 applications in. This apartment can rent easy. People would not say no to the apartment in this condition, in this location. It goes real fast.
Couple pictures of it staged, trust me.
That's it. It's gone. It's a done
Gigi
deal.
is powerful.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
All right, folks, what's next?
Next, we're looking at 141.
So we all know this is Patrick, so leave it alone.
Oh, if you guys want to do a joint venture with Patrick?
On 134,000.
I don't recommend that at all.
Need money.
It's so it's for me. It's I just need to figure out whether I need to go on a solo venture or a joint venture. Like I already know how much I'm approved for,
Right.
so I know I can go for some. You know, it depends. If it's within my price range, I can. But if not, if it's something more than what I'm approved for, I might want to go on a joint venture. And I probably have to figure out who I want to go on a joint venture for. So it might be a matter of talking with some of these guys, rendezvous with them, you know, or actually getting investors, right, that I know, and just take it from there. So those are my next steps anyway, and
Right.
also, yeah, getting back to talking to my mentor and
Working through it.
working.
Does it
through
feel
That's
more
it.
real that you actually came out and see the properties today?
Say that again?
Does it feel more real? You actually came out and see the properties today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
So would you
it
ladies-
feels more real, definitely it does. It's nice to come because you see the listings and it's just a listing, but when you come out here, you actually feel it. You can see it for yourself.
Yeah.
Feel, you can touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
And that's the advantage, really.
exactly.
So ladies, what are you thinking?
Thinking where to get the money from.
How much are the properties you see today that you like?
I like the first one and I like this one.
You like this one here?
Yeah.
It's very nice. This is a 4-unit,
Yes.
and the first one is a 3-unit. Okay. So you're gonna maybe do a joint venture to buy one of them?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay.
We're
Or
gonna
if
look
not,
into
if not,
joint ventures or creative ways
to get
to
it.
acquire this property,
Yeah.
have a good mortgage broker working for us, and make these things happen. Because if you don't qualify for something like this, there are other things that you can qualify for. So this is not the end all and be all. It's all about having the right properties lined
Right.
for you according to what you can afford.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it's a little bit more, we can always do creative stuff. So, yeah. I think there's a property for everybody here. Everybody.
Right. Absolutely, I like that because of course you see properties from today from 100 and something
Yeah,
thousand
exactly.
to close to 1 million,
Yeah.
and it goes widespread.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, excellent. All right. So how are you doing? See any properties you want to buy today?
Yes, I'm interested in this one.
Just in this one here?
The condo. I saw the condo.
The condo, the 100 and something thousand dollars condo. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And this is a 4-unit building. 4-unit building here. 4 different units. You have a 3-bedroom. There's 2 3-bedrooms, right? 2 3-bedrooms, a 1-bedroom, and a bachelor.
Bachelor.
Excellent.
Cash flow on it is look very nice. It's 31,000 per
A
year.
year per year. Is that after your mortgage
Yes.
or before your mortgrage?
After.
After mortgage. So 12,100 profit.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
It is 42,000 growth.
Right. Excellent. Good stuff. So how are we doing, Albert?
Very good.
See any
Great.
properties you want to buy today?
Yes, I did. I like the one here on Stanley. It seems like it's very good, but just have to sit down and go over the numbers a little more carefully.
Right.
I'm not taking the agent's word for about the cash flow. I have to figure it out myself and then just figure out how to get together and with some of the other investors here and put the money together.
Excellent. Excellent. Good stuff. Win. Win-win. This is a guy that creates a lot of win-win deals. Patrick. Thanks.
I like this area.
You like this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's better to get a multi-unit property rather than a single unit.
Right.
And because I think it's the amount of time and effort that we will put in a property, X property,
Right.
it's same. So might as well work hard. If I can't go solo, then look for investors and get a multi-unit, and your cash flow is much stronger. And I like this area.
Excellent.
I like.
Yeah, this is the W6, which you
Yes,
know.
I like this area.
Right. Very good. Very good. Excellent.
But multi, I think single unit, I don't know, maybe people think differently than me, but I think it's more work if you have like dozens of like single unit place, but what, at the end of the month, the cash flow is gonna be just the same as.
Right. So rather than going from property to property, you come to one building
Yes,
and you work on all units at the same time.
I'd rather spend all my time in.
One building,
Yeah.
then
Yes.
property.
Yes.
So you see what it says, you can buy a bunch of small property, you can buy $1 million property,
Yes.
has 10, 12 units
Yes,
inside of it.
yes.
Excellent.
This
Good
makes
stuff.
sense. Like
Yes.
even like the last time you talked to us, and that time it didn't hit me, but now after like seeing this, I realized like what you were talking about makes sense.
Yes.
It really makes sense.
Thank you. Good stuff. All right. There you go.